Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Muhammad Amarin Barua. I'm from the 6th semester management class B. Today I will describe my result of my assignment entitled System of Government and Economy in Australian. My first material will discuss Australian geography. The first, an area. Australia has an area of around 7,692 million kilometers, making it the sixth largest country in the world after Russia, Canada, the United States, China, and Brazil. Although vast, most of Australia consists of desert and a semi-arid region known as the outback. The second, climates. Australia has a variety of climates, ranging from tropical in the north, subtropical in the east, desert climates in the center, to temperate climates in the south. Coastal areas usually have a cooler and more humid climate. The third, population distribution. Australian population is heavily concentrated in coastal areas, especially in large cities on the east and southeast coast. These cities became economic, cultural, and administrative centers, while inland areas were more sparsely populated and used to agricultural and mining activity. The next material is Australian population. The first population of the Australian is about 26 million people. The second, official language. English is the official language and is used in government, education, business, and media. The Australian English dialect has several unique differences compared to British or American English. Third, entity. Australian population is very diverse with Aborigine and Torres Strait Islander people as well and immigrants from many countries. So the third material is Australian government system. Australian is constitutional monarchy with a parliamentary system. Australia has a system of government that is mixture of constitutional monarchy and parliamentary democracy. This means that the head of state is a king or queen, while executive power is exercised by the prime minister and his cabinet, who are elected through a democratic process. Constitutional monarchy. Head of state, King Charles III, as a monarch of the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth of the nation, is Australia's head of state. Its role is more ceremonial and symbolic with very limited power. Governor-General. The monarch's official representative in Australia is the Governor-General, who is appointed by the monarch on the recommendation of the Prime Minister of Australia. The Governor-General carries out most ceremonial and symbolic duties on behalf of the monarch, including opening session of Parliament, giving royal assent to legislation, and representing Australia at official events. Australia has a system of government that combines constitutional monarchy and parliamentary democracy. The head of state is the king or queen of the United Kingdom, represented by Governor-General in Australia. Day-to-day government is carried out by the Prime Minister and Cabinet, who are elected through general election. The federal system allows states and territories to have autonomy in handling local affairs. The fourth material is economy. Australia's economy is very diverse and has several key sectors that influence the country's growth and stability. Australia's official currency is the Australian dollar, which is divided into 100 cents with the symbol dollar or AS. Distinguish it from other countries' dollar. One of the most important sectors is mining and natural research, where Australia is the world's largest producer and exporter of iron ore, with the main production center in the Pilbara region of Western Australia. In addition, Australia is also one of the largest coal exporters, with most of the production coming from Queensland and New South Wales. Abundant gold reserves make Australia is the most top gold producer, while export liquefied natural gas from major projects on the west and north coasts are also significant. The agricultural sector also plays an important role in the Australian economy. The country is a major exporter of wheat and other cereals, with large production coming from the western and southern region. Australian beef and lamb are well known on the international market, and the livestock industry is very important, especially in inland areas. Additionally, Australia is a producer of high-quality wine with renowned regions such as Barossa Valley and Hunter Valley. The service sector is the largest contributor to Australian GDP, with financial services particularly developed in Sydney and Melbourne. Tourism is also an important sector with natural attractions such as the Great Barrier Reef, Uluru, and the Sydney Opera House, attracting domestic and international tourists. Higher education is also a pillar of the economy, with renowned universities attracting thousands of international students every year. The manufacturing sector covers a wide range of industrial products, from consumer goods to heavy equipment. Australia is also investing in technology and innovation. Australia is heavily involved in international trade, with major trading partners including China, Japan, the United States, the South Korea. Major exports include iron ore, coal, gold, LNG, beef, and other agricultural products, while major imports include motor vehicles, electronic equipment, machinery and equipment, and oil products. Australian economic stability is supported by a strong and well-regulated banking system, a flexible labor market with relatively no unemployment, and continued investment in public infrastructure such as transport, communication, and energy. The Australian economy continues to innovate and adapt to meet global economic challenges, maintaining its growth and stability. And opportunities business in Australia. In the agricultural sector, business can take advantage of the export of products such as wheat, beef, and high-quality wine, as well as innovative agricultural technologies. The service sector also offers opportunities, particularly in financial service, which is growing rapidly in Sydney and Melbourne, as well as tourism, which attracts millions of tourists every year. Higher education is another sector with potential, with opportunities to open the educational institution of training program that attract international students. In addition, international trade with major partners such as China and Japan opens up opportunities for the export and import of various products. Investment in infrastructure and innovative technology is also promising given Australia's need for advanced solutions in transport, communication, and energy to support its economic growth. That is all, and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.